Welcome back, everyone. In this video I will be talking about confidence, tips on how you can improve your confidence, tips on how you can boost your confidence. So welcome to my channel and thank you for stopping by. This is Love Heals and my name is Debbie. On my channel you will find content about psychological well-being, emotional and mental well-being, self-growth, personal development and stuff of that nature. So if that's your cup of tea, then stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can become more confident in any area of your life, because the tips that I will share today can be transferable into any department, whether it's at work, any role you play, whether it's in a relationship, in friendships, in your leisure, in your hobbies, with your interest. Confidence is good in every area, so you will lose nothing with listening to the whole of this video. So thank you for stopping by. If it helps you, if you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like this video and leave me a comment so that we can get to know each other. As I get to know you, you get to know me, and thank you. So I have a lot of tips to share with you, and I believe it's 10 tips that I have, but you'll find that as I'm talking, more tips may just start to spill out, so I don't want to just cap it to 10, but I have 10 tips that I've outlined. But do take note if I say any more. Let's see how this goes. But yes, my first tip that I'm going to share today is about your posture. Posture. I'm sure we've heard it before. We've heard about the Superman pose, we've heard about the poses, and I mean, I do a lot of work with posture and how you stand, because I'm a dramatherapist, so I do a lot of work around projection, role. I do a lot of work around embodiment. So you want to always remember to stand up tall. If you're sitting down, sit up. When I find myself slouching, it means that I need to sit back up essentially. But when I sit up, I'm more alert. When I sit up, I'm more aware of what's going on. I seem more focused, I appear more focused, and I am more focused, because if I'm intentionally sitting up, it means that I'm concentrating. It means that I want to know what that person is saying. I'm on alert. So you want to sit up. When you sit up, you come across in a very smart and articulate way. So change your posture, because it will do you a lot of good. It will do you a lot of good. My second tip is to always remember to smile. Smile. Someone that smiles, for one, it takes and requires you so much more energy to frown. It requires a lot of muscles. But when you smile, you're relaxed. And do you know what? It took me a while to master my smile, and I still feel awkward smiling because I just feel like my face is doing something. But you want to always remember to smile. When you smile, you're approachable. When you smile, that's one. When you smile, people just feel happier. Like, let's just keep smiling. Keep smiling. If you're presenting, if you're delivering a project, if you're doing something, when you smile, everyone feels better. You will feel better, and other people will feel better. There's actually research and studies about smiling and how it can affect your mood. So please, if you want to boost your confidence in anything you do it with a smile. Do it with a smile. Sit up, stand tall, and be a boss. Be a boss wherever you go, because that is who you are. And my next tip is for you to visualize your confidence. You have to see in yourself that you actually can be confident, that you have the potential to be confident. You want to see and imagine your best version. The person that you can be, that you know you can be, you need to know that person. You need to know them. Yeah, maybe you haven't met them yet, but you need to know that that person is in you, right? and so you need to look in the mirror and visualize what you see. There's this picture it's quite a popular picture of a cat looking in the mirror and seeing a lion. That's amazing, right? Because we know that lions and cats, they're not the same, they're not leveling, they're not on the same level. They're not on the same level. But if a cat looks into the mirror and sees a lion, that means that means that cat is gonna go out and do a madness and do something. Do you see what I'm saying? So you want to look in the mirror and see the best version of yourself and realize that you have potential. Realize you have potential. Realize that you're going somewhere. Accept where you're at. Accept where you're at. Accept where you're at, but know where you're heading. Yeah, know where you're going. And you cannot afford to compare yourself, because do you know why? We're in different lanes. I'm not on that lane. I'm not on that lane. And so it doesn't concern me what's on that lane. It doesn't concern me. What concerns me is the lane and path that I'm on, and I cannot afford to go astray. I cannot afford to fall down or try and be on someone else's lane, because it's just going to take me off focus. It's going to take me off balance, and we can't afford to do that. We cannot afford to do that. So you want to focus on your lane. Focus where you're at. I don't even know if I'm going to another tip, but just flow with me, okay? Flow with me. You're on your own lane, and it cannot be compared to someone else's because it's different. And that's the beauty of it. It's different, right? And my next tip is to say yes more often and say yes quicker as well. When you leave time to think about a decision or think about an opportunity that's coming your way, when you leave too much time, you have too much time to make excuses. You have too much time to worry. You have too much time to ruminate. And if you say yes more often, you are challenging yourself to prepare. You are challenging yourself to be proactive. Please. And this is not, this is a disclaimer, this is not a license for you to overwork yourself. Neither is this a license for you to burn out and be like, I'm saying yes, I can do all, yes, because I'm confident, I'm confident. I'm not saying that. Please don't mistake me. What I'm saying is, say yes more often. And I'm a personal testament to that. I think it was in 2013. It was one of my 1 year resolutions, and I said to God, look, I said, God, this year, whatever opportunity comes my way, because I know you know what the opportunities come my way, whatever comes my way, I'm gonna say yes. And an opportunity came, and I looked at myself and I said, but I can't. But I remember the pacts that I made. I remember the resolution and the goal that I made, that I can't say no. No more excuses, Debbie. No more say no. And I said yes. And today I can say that I have no regrets about saying yes to that opportunity, because it has made me who I am today. The experiences that I've had, the tears that I've cried, I'm not going to share what it is because whoever's watching and will know, I don't want them to know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to keep it plain so that you can grab it, so that you know that it relates to you, so that you can resonate with it. I don't want to make it too specific, because like I said, this can relate to anything. But what I can say is because I said yes to that opportunity, so many more opportunities came. So many more opportunities came, and that can be the same for you. It can be the same for you. If you have the capacity and if you are available, when you are available, you are unstoppable. That rhymes. If you are available, you are unstoppable. You can use that, but make sure to quote and reference me, LOVEHEALS. If you are available, there's so much that you can do. If someone's come to you, they've seen something in you that perhaps maybe you haven't figured out yet. But if they've come to you, it's because they're willing to teach you, they're willing to assist you to grow. There's something in you that they know that you can offer. And so it goes back to that visualizing. You have to see things in yourself, because people may see things, people may not see things, but at the end of the day, what matters is that you have to see it, you have to visualize it, and say yes more often. Say yes more often. If you fail, it's okay, because you just figured out a way that doesn't work, right? And that comes to my next tip, is to put on your positive glasses. It's all about perspective. It is all about perspective. Now, let's say you're preparing for a presentation, or you're preparing for a public speaking event, or you're preparing to go to a dinner or a social event, a place where it requires you to talk and somewhat perform, even if you're not actually performing like an artistic performance, for instance. Let's just say you're going somewhere. You want to replace the word "I'm so nervous, I'm so anxious" for "I am so excited." You want to label the feelings you're having in your body as excitement and say, yes, I'm looking forward to this event. I'm looking forward to who I'm going to meet. I'm looking forward to what I'm going to share. I'm looking forward to what I'm going to learn. I'm looking forward to how I will grow. Put on those positive glasses. Now, if you're someone that struggles with anxiety, I have a video on anxiety, and I'll link it in the cards. So look out for my cards, because I'll link it at some point. And I'm yet to do another video specifically on how to overcome anxiety. Now, if you're dealing with anxiety, of course, if you're anxious, it can affect your confidence level. So you need to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. But with whatever you do, whatever you're feeling in your body, name it as excitement and begin to say it, begin to say it, because you want your words to affect how you feel. You want your words to affect your thoughts, because we have so many thoughts that go through our mind and they're not always positive. For some odd reason, negativity seems to be our default. Why? And so, my alarm went off. And so if negativity is your default, make positivity be your default from your mouth. Let that be your default, so that we can begin to combat these negative feelings, so that we can begin to combat these negative thoughts. Look forward to the opportunities that are coming your way. My next tip is to focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths. We seem to be in the habit of trying to make our weakness a strength, but at the end of the day, let me tell you a secret. You're not good at everything. Neither is he. Neither is she. Nobody is good at everything. If we spend our time trying to make our weaknesses our strengths, it would be stressful and it would be long. Now look, I'm not talking about missing out opportunities on challenges, because challenges will always make us better. When we're stretched, we become better people. But I'm saying focus. Focus on maximizing and optimizing your strengths. If we were in a world where we were all good at everything, that would be boring. Where would there be room for creativity? Where would there be room for spontaneity? Where would there be room to be flexible if we were all good at everything? Wouldn't that just be so robotic and boring? And so we need each other. We need each other, but you want to be confident in what you're good at. You want to be confident in your strengths. You want to be confident in your interests. You want to be confident in what you do, how you do it, because you do it great and no one can do it like you. And when they try to do it like you, it doesn't work, because they're not you and you are you. So you want to focus on your strengths, meaning you want to know your strengths. And if you're wondering, okay, I don't know my strengths, like I don't know. There are free personality tests out there. I'm on a journey. I mean, I'm 30 years old, but I'm peeling sides of myself that I'm yet to figure out. And I'm like, girl, is that you? Is that what you can do? Yes, it is what I can do. I'm still on a journey of discovery. So there are quizzes out there, there are free tests out there, free personality tests out there. Do some, get to know who you are, get to know yourself, get to look at different scenarios that you haven't been in and think about how you would respond. And that will give you an indication of what you're good at, what your strengths are, how you work under pressure, how you work with people, how you work in a team. leadership skills, management skills, organizational skills. Figure out what your niche is and enjoy, have fun doing that. That leads me to my next tip, is to celebrate your wins and have fun. Life is not just about pouring and working. You reach one goal, you're like, what's the next one? Bam! You reach one goal, I need to keep going. Bam. Have a break sometimes. Celebrate yourself. You can do it with yourself, you can do it with a loved one, you can do it in a group, but make sure to celebrate yourself, especially when you've made a goal and you reached it. Celebrate even your small wins. Celebrate yourself. Make yourself happy and be like, Debbie, you did so well today and you should be happy. You deserve some Chinese, baby girl, and a fizzy drink and some chocolate. Okay? Yes, food happens to be one of my many celebrations because I deserve a good treat here and there. But you know what makes you happy, you know what makes you relaxed. So celebrate when you make wins, because that will increase your confidence to know that you can look after yourself, you can look after your well-being, and then you can then look ahead. Okay, how can I make myself better? How can I go more ahead? My next tip is to dress the part, and this is very much so relatable to anybody, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl. Dress the part. I mean, when I go out, I like to dress up, but even when I come to film, I like to dress up a little bit as well. I won't say I'm dressed up now, but I think I look a little bit cute. But I make that a priority, because when I know I look good, then I speak good, and then we all good. I'm joking. But dress the part. If corporate dressing is something you fancy, get what you can afford, dress the part. Whatever field you're in, whatever fits, right? Whatever fits that you like, that you can afford, dress that part. Dress it so that you can feel it, so that you can be it, so that you can embody it. Do you understand? Dress the part. There's a play on words. Dress how you want to be addressed, right? And there's some truth to it. Dress how you want to be addressed. And you know what I'm saying. And my next tip is for you to practice proactiveness, and linked with making opportunities for yourself. So you don't want to sit around waiting for an opportunity to land on your doorstep so that you could begin to have experiences where you can practice being confident. You want to make the opportunity for yourself. Do it for yourself. If there's something you know that you're good at, or if there's an interest you have, wherever you can, make the opportunity for yourself and be proactive at saying, I can do this, I can deliver this, let's try it. Or I have this idea, I have this thought, can I do this? I'm able to do this, I can do this, I've gone through this, and this is what I'm offering. Make opportunities for yourself. Again, it goes back to what you know you can do. It goes back to what you believe. What do you believe, and what do you know that you can do? And make the opportunity to share that, to share it with the world, because the world needs you. The world needs you, but you have to know it for yourself and be proactive. And then the last tip that I'll leave with you today, I was going to say tonight, whenever you watch this today, is to keep on facing your fears. What are you afraid to do? What you're afraid to do, try to have a relationship with what you're afraid to do and do it. Because what you're avoiding, what you're fearful of, might be somewhere where you completely excel, or it'll be a place that you're so needed. Even with YouTube, I've been fantasizing about YouTube for a very long time, but I never knew how I would do it. I never knew where to start. but I started anyway. So you always know that you may not have all the tools you think you need to start something, but you may not start off great, right? But you have to be, what is it? There's a saying as well. Don't start to be great, but you don't have to be great to start. That's it. I'm paraphrasing. So continue to face your fears, knowing that even on the first goal, you may feel as if you flopped it. You may feel as if you failed it. But the tip is to keep facing it. Keep facing it, because what you thought was even a weakness may actually be a strength. But because you didn't utilize the opportunities that came, because you were avoidant, because you weren't proactive, you've been reactive, because you've been shying away, because you've been making up excuses, because you've been in a little shell, because you've just been looking down, looking sad, looking grumpy, you haven't had the opportunity to show that you are a confident person and you are who you are. And those are my tips for today. I don't know if I've left anything out, but that's how you can build your confidence. That is how you can improve your confidence. If there's any more tips that you have, please let me know. I know tips on confidence, they're endless, and I've only mentioned 10, and I might do a part 2 of this, but it's endless. The tips are endless. But you let me know, what's your best confidence tip in the comments. I would love to know how you remain confident. So thank you so much for watching to the end of this video, and I'll see you next week.